Hello. All right. Apologies first off that my camera is not working. I've been having issues with it and I've been trying to troubleshoot, but nothing's worked yet. So apologies for that. But today we're going to be talking about machine learning in journalism. So starting off, oh, come on, there we go. What is machine learning? So, looking more broadly, machine learning is a form of artificial intelligence that gets more accurate as it acquires more information to provide predictions, patterns, and or insight. So, an important distinction here is that all machine learning is artificial intelligence, but not all artificial intelligence is machine learning. So, for example, it's not a generative AI. It cannot write stories or generate images, but it is basically a classification algorithm. And there are two main forms. There's supervised and unsupervised machine learning. The key difference between these two is basically how much guidance the algorithm is given in terms of identifying data and classifying data. So supervised machine learning has a lot of guidance and the algorithm is given a lot of instruction. Unsupervised machine learning is basically given less guidance. From what I understand, supervised machine learning is used a little bit more. It's more common, but both are used. A good example of companies that utilize machine learning are Netflix and Amazon. Netflix will use it to recommend movies. Amazon uses it to recommend products, as well as I think it's been used in the past for their, application process. More specifically, Amazon, claims that machine learning has helped to boost sales by 20 to 35%. So it is, a very effective tool in a lot of businesses. So looking towards journalism more specifically, machine learning has a lot of potential use in investigative journalism and data journalism, especially in stories that handle like massive amounts of data, because it's very good at organizing and classifying data. A good early example of machine learning being used is in 2018, reporter Peter Aldous for BuzzFeed used machine learning in a story that looked to identify covert spy planes and a large amount of flight data. However, an article by Global Investigative Journalism Network, they basically cautioned that there are other means of organizing and classifying data that could be easier, simpler, and faster. That is not machine learning. So you got to kind of be careful of what you apply machine learning to. Alda said in that article, we need to use the right tool for the right job. It also has the potential for helping journalists with smaller tasks. So finding stories, automatically transcribing recordings, editing social media work, etc. So looking towards the future, machine learning has the potential to be a really good tool in a journalist's toolbox if used effectively. It's not going to replace the journalist. Another thing that really needs to be considered is the ethics surrounding machine learning, so transparency, accountability, making sure people know when machine learning is being used and they know that their data is safe or there's not like a breach of privacy in the data they were using, and those kinds of things really need to be considered, especially as it is used more and more in stories. A good example of a publishing company that currently uses machine learning is the New York Times. They'll use it to, go through mass amounts of data for investigative reports, or they also use it to recommend articles to their readers based on past readership. And I wouldn't be surprised if other news organizations use it as well. Again, it is becoming increasingly a more and more useful tool for different companies. And I think as it continues to get more advanced, journalists are going to discover new ways to use it to make data journalism, especially, more efficient. All right. That is all I have. Thank you.